Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Blue Corner with Mike AsAlways. Hopefully you've checked out my partners go with this every Thursday nights, the Red Corner with Roger, aka Muka. So let's get into it, the Blue Corner. We're going to be breaking down UFC 225's fights, most of them. We're going to be doing the podcast live breakdowns on Saturday, tomorrow. So you guys can tune in on YouTube to catch us live, or the podcast the day after if you want to download it. So let's get right into it. Clay Guida versus Brazilian cowboy Charles Oliveira. Oliveira, he's got pretty good wrestling for a Brazilian guy, coming off a big win. No one really expected except me. So I got to go with Cowboy Oliveira here. He's the likely favorite in this fight. Clay Guida's long in the tooth. I love the caveman or the carpenter, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, moving on, I'd say Cowboy, go with that. Moving on, Benavidez versus Sergio Pettis. Sergio Pettis has done a lot of interesting stuff under the radar. This feels like a big win for him in the making. I think he can get it done. I know Roger's going to give me shit because he loves riding Benavidez's dick. But nevertheless, I'd go Sergio with this one. Rashad Evans, Anthony Smith, you got to get back to me on that one. I would lean towards anyone not named Rashad. At this point, Rashad can still pull it out. He can still shock you. Let's move up to the prelims. Claudia Gadelha versus Carla Esparza. Carla, the first ever women's strawweight champion, versus Claudia, who went from being the #1 contender to back of the line, but now with a new champ, Rose, where this is trying to figure out where everybody's at. So there's no real question in my mind. Carla's got great wrestling, but Claudia all day. She's got better wrestling. She's got good hands, not great but good. So yeah, Claudia all day. Then Alistair Overeem versus Curtis Blades, the fight that got bumped back for the Freak Show fight, CM Punk versus Mike Jackson. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is classic Dutch kickboxer versus American wrestler. No, American wrestler with no hands. So even though Alistair's got no chin at this point and Blades' hands are shit, this is a pick'em. It's a toss-up fight. If he gets him down, Blades is the advantage. Obviously, standing, he still might clip him, even though his hands are dog shit. Alistair's got no chin left. He's got every bit of 40 fights. If I had to make a pick, I would lean towards Curtis just because he's got more ways to win. Moving on to the main card, Freak Show fight, Pride time, Pride never die. CM Punk versus Mike Jackson, the photographer, pro wrestler versus the photographer. Mike Jackson, being an MMA photographer, being around the sport for so long, I gotta lean towards him. He's got more experience. Who gives a shit what they say about CM Punk? Oh, he's gonna shock everyone. They were saying that same shit when he fought Mickey Gall. Horrible match making, by the way. You all know that anyway. But yeah, I gotta go Mike Jackson here. It just makes sense. He's been around the sport. He knows the game. Now, moving up, we got Andrei Arlovski versus Tai Tuivasa. Tuivasa is another one of those New Zealand, Australian types with the heavy hands, a la Mark Hunt. I believe he's Samoan too. So this could be Andrei's last go here. But he's had his back against the fence before. I mean, in the Travis Brown fight, there's no way he should have won that, let alone by knockout, one of the greatest rounds in MMA history. But yeah, I would go Tuivasa here, barring the upset. Now we have 3 left. Holly Holm versus Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson making her U.S. debut. Anderson, there's been a lot of talk about her, how she's a legit 145-pounder, the real threat to Cyborg. I don't see it. I wanted to. I gave it a try. I tried sipping the Kool-Aid. I'm not buying in on her. I want to, but she just seems like a suicide chick, you know, like one of those suicide girls. She's pretty, she's got tats, but she gets touched up in her fights. Watch any of her Invicta fights. She gets touched up a lot. So yeah, I gotta go with Holly Holm here. Counter striking is gonna find the way to win. Megan's gonna come in. She's gonna want to try to prove the point she's meant to be here after previously having to cancel her fights. So yeah, Holly all the way. Then we got RDA versus Kobe Covington for the interim welterweight belt. RDA all day here. There's no way. Kobe fucking Chaos, whatever the hell he wants to call himself nowadays. The not Conor McGregor mimic, who's fine with bullying anybody who is not actually a fighter, i.e. movie nerds and Joe Rogan anybody. I mean, it's good for him. It got him a title shot talking, but he's going to have a rude wake-up call. He's going to have a rude wake-up call, ruder than that fucker who just drove down the street. Kobe's only way to win this fight, wrestle fuck him for 5 rounds. I don't see him doing that with this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu buzzsaw that RDA has proved to be at welterweight. RDA is going to get this done, and he'll probably get it done by sub in the 2nd or 3rd round. Now, main event, Robert Whittaker. And now the main event, we got Robert Whittaker, the defending middleweight champion, taking on Yoel Romero in their 2nd fight. Whittaker's last outing was a fight against Romero over the summer where he was able to outlast him, win the fight. I believe it was 3 rounds to 2. Yoel tested out his cardio in that fight. He showed to be a different fighter cardio-wise. He didn't gas out. Didn't use any sneaky tricks on the bench either. But I feel like Whittaker, even though you're going to say he's got ring rust, he's going to come out, he's going to do the same thing again. It's going to be a close fight. It's going to be a good fight. Whittaker probably wins this 3-2 again. Unless, and I know Roger's going to stress this fact, unless Yoel pulls something out while changing the distance, while coming in and out of the clinch. If he can land a knee, although the Weidman fight, or something big like that, could easily happen. Yoel could easily get the TKO or KO in this fight. No subs, don't worry about that shit. And Whittaker, I don't see being able to run down Yoel. So, yeah, Whittaker is winning this fight. I see 3-2 decision yet again. This has been the first episode of the Blue Corner. Mike, as always, check out the Red Corner with my boy Raj, partners, Unknown Experts podcast. Getting bigger and bigger every day.